Think lightning doesn't strike twice? Tell that to Kevin McCallister. Welcome back to Movie Munch. Last time, Kevin was left home alone. But this year, the disaster is going mobile. We're breaking down the first 10 minutes of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, where a simple battery failure leads to the most iconic airport chase in cinema history. Let's dive in. We open at a school Christmas pageant. The whole McCallister clan is there. Kevin is singing his heart out, but his big brother Buzz is behind him. Being, well, Buzz. He humiliates Kevin with a candle prank in front of everyone. Pro detail, notice how the entire family blames Kevin afterward? Even though Buzz started it, Kevin is the one sent to the attic. This sets the theme. Kevin feels like an outsider in his own family, which makes him want to be away from them. Flash forward to the next morning. It's a classic McCallister "we overslept" moment. Why? Because a power outage reset the alarm clocks. The hidden detail. In the rush to get to the airport, Kevin is actually with the family this time. But here's the kicker. Kevin is busy struggling with his Talkboy recorder and batteries. While the rest of the family is counting heads, Kevin is distracted. He ends up following a man in a tan trench coat thinking it's his dad. This is where the nightmare starts. This scene is a masterpiece of chaos. The McCallisters are sprinting through O'Hare Airport. Kevin loses his family in the crowd. He sees the tan coat man running toward a gate and follows him blindly. The mistake. He boards a flight to New York City while his family is literally on a plane to Miami. The flight attendant asks for his ticket, and in a stroke of movie luck, he claims his family is already on board. He sits down, puts on his headphones, and thinks he's headed for tropical weather. Kevin lands at LaGuardia Airport. He walks to the window, looking for palm trees, but all he sees is snow and the Manhattan skyline. The iconic shot. Kevin isn't crying, he isn't scared. He realizes he has his dad's bag, his dad's wallet, and a city full of possibilities. He looks at the camera with that classic smirk and says, "A vacation in New York." Now that Kevin is officially in New York, he doesn't panic. He explores. We see him crossing the Queensboro Bridge in a yellow cab, taking in the massive sights. He heads straight to the Radio City Music Hall in the Empire State Building. Pro detail. This montage is a love letter to 90s New York. Kevin visits a magic shop and buys some fake snow, then heads to a spectacular toy store called Duncan's Toy Chest. The heart-touching moment. Inside the store, Kevin meets Mr. Duncan. He buys a toy and makes a donation for the children's hospital. In return, Mr. Duncan gives him 2 turtle doves. This is a huge plot point. Remember these doves, because they symbolize friendship and will return at the end of the movie. Kevin decides he needs a place to stay, and why not the most famous hotel in the world? The Plaza Hotel. Using his Talkboy recorder, he disguises his voice to sound like his father and books a suite. The iconic cameo. As Kevin walks through the gold-leafed lobby, he stops a man to ask for directions. That man? Donald Trump, who actually owned the hotel at the time. The luxury life. Kevin gets the Gary Coleman treatment. He's in a massive suite, ordering mountains of ice cream, watching angels with filthier souls, and living every kid's dream. But there's a catch. The hotel staff, led by the suspicious concierge, Tim Curry, is starting to sniff out the truth. While Kevin is living it up, we cut to his family in Florida. It's raining, they're miserable, and they finally realize Kevin is gone. The panic is real, and the McCallisters start working with the police to track the credit card. The danger zone. Back in New York, Kevin is walking down the street when he literally bumps into Harry and Marv. The wet bandits have escaped prison and are now the sticky bandits. Kevin realizes he's in trouble. He uses his quick thinking to escape them through a crowded street, but now he knows he's not alone in the city anymore. The stakes just got much higher. The luxury life is hitting a speed bump. The Plaza Hotel staff, led by the suspicious concierge, has finally figured out that Kevin's credit card is reported stolen. They march to his suite to bust him. The iconic trap, but Kevin is ready. He uses the inflatable clown in the bathtub and his Talkboy recorder to play a clip from the gangster movie Angels with Filthier Souls. The catchy part, the look on Tim Curry's face when he hears, "Get down on your knees and tell me you love me," is legendary. Kevin escapes the hotel through the service elevator, leaving the entire staff terrified. This scene is pure comedic gold. Kevin is now out on the streets of NYC at night. It's a complete shift in mood. He realizes that being alone in the city isn't just fun and games, it's dangerous, the creepy encounter. He wanders into Central Park and meets the Pigeon Lady for the first time. Covered in birds, she looks like a villain from a horror movie. Kevin runs away in terror, which is a great parallel to how he feared Old Man Marley in the first film. This part shows Kevin's vulnerability. He finds his uncle's house, but it's completely empty and under renovation. He's cold, alone, and the city feels much bigger than he is. While Kevin is searching for safety, he spots Harry and Marv outside Duncan's toy chest. The heist. Kevin overhears their plan. They aren't just robbing a store. They are stealing money that was supposed to go to a children's hospital. This is the moment Kevin stops being a lost kid. Kevin takes a photo of them breaking in and throws a brick through the window to set off the alarm. He lures them away, leading them straight to his uncle's renovated house. The stage is set, the traps are ready, and Kevin is about to turn New York into his personal battlefield. Before the war begins, Kevin finds the heart of the story. He goes back to Central Park and finally talks to the Pigeon Lady. Instead of a monster, he finds a lonely woman who has been hurt by life. The moral lesson: they have a beautiful conversation in the loft of Carnegie Hall. Kevin gives her some advice about love, and she teaches him about trust. This is the moment Kevin realizes he needs to do something good to make up for his mistakes. He tells her, "I'm going to do a good deed tonight." This sets the stage for his heroic stand at the toy store. Kevin heads to his uncle's empty brownstone on 95th Street. It's dark, under construction, and the perfect place for an ambush. We see a classic Home Alone montage. Kevin is setting up ropes, pulleys, and traps involving bricks, kerosene, and electricity. The showdown at Duncan's toy chest. Kevin arrives at the toy store just as Harry and Marv are emptying the register. He takes their picture through the window, physical evidence of their crime. He smashes the window with a brick, lures them out, and leads them straight to his house of horrors. The hunt is on, but the bandits have no idea they are the ones being hunted. This is what we've all been waiting for. Harry and Marv enter the townhouse, and the physical comedy reaches a legendary level. The brutal traps, the bricks. Marv tries to get in through the back, and Kevin is on the roof with a stack of bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marv takes 4 bricks straight to the face. Scientifically, he'd be dead, but in this movie, the staple gun. Harry tries the front door and gets staples to the most painful places, his nose and his nether regions. The blowtorch. Harry goes for the light switch and gets his head scorched by a blowtorch again. This time he tries to put the fire out in a toilet filled with kerosene. Boom. The electricity. Marv grabs a sink to wash up and gets blasted with enough electricity to turn him into a skeleton. The battle inside the house moves to the outside. Harry and Marv are beaten, bruised, and beyond angry. Kevin leads them on a wild chase through the snow towards Central Park. The final trap. Kevin tries to climb a massive pile of wood, but he slips on the ice. The bandits finally catch him. Just when it looks like it's over for Kevin, he leads them to a giant ice rink. The rescue. Harry and Marv are about to take their revenge when suddenly, the Pigeon Lady appearing from the shadows. She throws a massive bucket of birdseed over the bandits. Hundreds of pigeons swarm them, pecking and scratching, giving Kevin enough time to escape and set off a firework to signal the police. The sticky bandits are finally back behind bars. With the villains gone, Kevin realizes he still hasn't found his family. He heads to the most iconic spot in NYC, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. The heart-wrenching moment. Kevin makes a wish to see his mom. Meanwhile, his mom Kate has spent the whole night searching for him. In a classic Christmas miracle moment, she finds him standing right there by the tree. Their reunion is one of the most emotional scenes in Move. No more fighting, no more yelling, just a mother and her son back together. The next morning, the whole McCallister family wakes up in a luxurious suite at the Plaza Hotel, courtesy of Mr. Duncan as a thank you for saving his store. The final lesson. Kevin sneaks out to Central Park to find the Pigeon Lady. he gives her the other turtle dove, symbolizing that they will be friends forever. It's a beautiful ending that proves Kevin has truly grown up. The last laugh. The movie ends with the classic scream of Kevin's dad, Peter, when he sees the $967 room service bill Kevin ran up at the plaza. Kevin, you spent $967 on room service? And that, my friends, is how Kevin McCallister conquered the Big Apple. From 5-star room service to outsmarting the sticky bandits once again, Home Alone 2 remains the ultimate holiday sequel. But now, I want to hear from you. The big debate. Is Home Alone 2 actually better than the original? The pain factor, which trap made you cringe the most? For me, it's definitely those 4 bricks to Marv's face. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read and reply to as many as I can. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button and subscribe to Movie Munch. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Stay nostalgic and I'll catch you in the next one.